Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching the ACS.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time!
Welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No, we are not at the Milwaukee Mile, but we are at the Milwaukee Speedway, a track that's been in the Aflac Cup Series since Season 2. Another installment of the Miller Lite 200, a track that's got two sharp corners and two long sweeping corners where a lot of braking and gassing will be done here at this beautiful speedway. Check out your drivers to watch for. Just 2 races remain in the regular season. Clint Bowyer, he's inside the top 16, but by the slimmest of margins, a win would solidify himself into the playoffs. Daniel Suarez, desperation is starting to set in. He's ran well all season long, but crashes out a lot. What lengths will he go to get that win today? And then Kyle Larson, all is calm for now. He's in the top 16, but 0 mistakes can be made today from Kyle Larson. Now let's go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. The Season 7 winner here, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is on the pole, and we will check out the rest of the field for your Miller Lite starting lineup. In row 1 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to his outside, Ryan Blaney. Eric Jones, last week's winner at Kazoo, to his outside, Austin Dillon. Row 3 is Clint Bowyer and Kevin Harvick, and row 4, Daniel Suarez and Kyle Larson. Row 5 today, Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott. In row 6, Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman. Row 7 is Camden Luca and Brad Keselowski, and then William Byron and Carter Adelman in row 8. Row 9 today, Trevor Bayne and Martin Truex Jr., and in row 10, Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace. Row 11, we find Joey Logano and Paul Menard, and in row 12, it's Eric Almirola and Kurt Busch. Row 13, Ryan Newman and Eddie Jones, and in row 14, Tyler Saponara, next to Bryce Harvey. Michael Shelton and Chris Buescher. In row 15, row 16 is Jamie McMurray and Regan Smith. Sam McAllister, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Row 17, row 18, David Reagan and Michael McDowell. Row 19 is Ty Dillon and A.J. Allmendinger. And we are ready to take the green flag here in Milwaukee. Green flag is in the air. The drivers race across the stripe. Now head down the back. Oh, Eric Jones spins. Ricky Stenhouse up into the pack. Collects Kyle Larson. No. This is not what Larson needed. Caution on the track for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. getting spun out by Eric Jones up into Austin Dillon. AD's been having some good runs lately. This is not what he needed either to make the playoffs. And then there's Kyle Larson getting collected right at the tail end. There's Eric Jones clearly spinning out Ricky Stenhouse. Not on purpose, just kind of drove it in a little too deep there. Thought he could get the angle on Stenhouse. Yeah, definitely Eric Jones just drove it in like a madman. Remember, he's locked into the playoffs now after last week's win. There's Larson getting into Austin Dillon. Alex Bowman does a swell job of skating through that wreck, but Larson is out, Stenhouse is out, and Austin Dillon is out of the Miller Lite 200 in Season 9. So a wreck start to the race brings us to the green flag with Blaney in the lead, and Eric Jones is outside. Blaney gets a nice jump on the field. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of his teammate, Eric Jones. Through the long sweeping turns of turn 3 and 4, we got 3 wide between Joe Gibbs' teammates. Oh, Suarez with a nice move. Kyle Busch is going to try and get him into turn 3. And turn 4 is key to hit that high line. You get most of the momentum going down the front stretch. Now here comes Suarez with a nice run into turn 3. All over the back bumper of Ryan Blaney. Blaney's going to protect the bottom. Smart move by Ryan's part to keep Daniel Suarez at bay. If Blaney can keep Suarez behind him, he keeps Suarez out of the playoffs. But Daniel's going to jump to the inside in turn 1 and 2 and grab the spot. Now Suarez has the lead. Blaney's got a nice charge back at him. Now Suarez starts to pull away just a tad bit here as now Clint Bowyer enters the mix. He's going to jump to the outside of Ryan Blaney, and he gets that high line run off turn 4. Gets a good run of momentum down the front stretch. Now it's Daniel Suarez and Clint Bowyer running 1-2 as we get a flyby of the field as they cross through the wide sweeping turns of turn 3 and 4. Lots of action happens here. Oh! Trevor bangs into the wall. Regan Smith on his roof. Oh no! Caution on the racetrack. Regan Smith with a violent crash. His car flips over just as a 180, not a 360. And watch here as Chris Buescher, oh my gosh, hits Regan Smith in the perfect spot there in that left rear and just sends that car airborne for a split second, just enough to flip over onto his roof. McMurray's involved, Tyler Saponara, right there's where Chris Buescher hits McMurray. Watch AJ Allmendinger get through this mess. Ooh. Michael Shelton did a good job of hitting the brakes as well. And then right here, Regan Smith. Oh my goodness. Wow. So a scary crash here for the folks watching in the stands at Milwaukee. Started when Trevor Bayne and Tyler Saponara got together in turn 4 and takes out McMurray, Saponara, Regan Smith, Trevor Bayne, and Chris Buescher. So cleanup has finished here. We are ready to get these cars rolling once again. Daniel Suarez and Clint Bowyer on the front row. Green flag is back in the air. Just 3 laps remain here. Oh my goodness, Harvick gets into Blaney. Causes a traffic jam in turn 1 and 2. Harvick skates away with 3rd place. Now here goes Clint Bowyer taking the lead from Daniel Suarez. Another crossover attempt by Suarez. He completes that crossover. Boyer's going to get that high line though, coming to the white flag at Milwaukee. Clint Bowyer into the race lead. Suarez, what is he going to do for this victory? He drives into deep. He spins out Bowyer. Oh, Bowyer back up into Suarez. Harvick skates through and wins as they crash at the finish. And Kevin Harvick, the surprise victor at Milwaukee as Clint Bowyer and Daniel Suarez crash out and end up tearing up Chase Elliott's vehicle, Eric Jones, and Kyle Busch as well. There's Suarez deliberately wrecks him. Suarez gets into the wall. That definitely slows up his momentum. And Bowyer comes up and hits him in front of the field. Suarez trying to gas it to the finish. But Kevin Harvick, you see, right there. Nice wreck avoidance by Harvick. He'll get to the finish line. And there's Bowyer going across Kyle Busch's nose. But Kevin Harvick nabs that elusive win in Season 9 and takes the victory at Milwaukee. Good job, Kevin Harvick. He may sponsor Busch Beer, but he won the Miller Lite 200. Now for your point standings. Ryan Blaney atop those standings. Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Bowman, Truex, Logano, Harvick, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and I believe Eric Jones as well. So this is your top 10. They are locked in with a win. Eric Jones locked in with a win as well. Jimmy Johnson and Cam DeLuca have locked themselves into the playoffs as well. Eric Almirola, Clint Bowyer, Paul Menard, your top 16. Those guys are on the bubble. Heading into Talladega, Carter Edelman, Darrell Wallace, Kyle Larson dropping out of the top 16. Daniel Suarez right there, negative 18 points out. Still had a good finish. Helped him with the point situation, but still, he's going to need a lot of help at Talladega next weekend. Definitely not a race you want to be going into needing to get into the playoffs. Talladega is going to be a monster for a lot of these drivers that are hopeful to make the playoffs. Kevin Harvick, Daniel Suarez, your top 2. Clint Bowyer finishes 3rd. Kyle Busch 4th. Chase Elliott 5th. Eric Jones, Truex, Blaney, William Byron with a nice top 10. And Johnson rounds up the top 10 in 10th. Cam DeLuca finishes 11th. Bubba Wallace 12th. Bowman 13th. Logano had a poor day. He finishes 17th. Here's your 21st through 30th. Kurt Busch, not the best of days here at Milwaukee, even though his teammate won the race today. And your 31st through 38th, just going to report Regan Smith is okay. He's able to get out of the car under his own power. These cars are made safe today, so crashes like that aren't as scary as they used to be. So next race, we go to Talladega Superspeedway. That should be a wild one. We're excited for it. Thanks everybody for watching. It's JG24, JG26, signing out.